Another day, another bike, back at Triumph Premier Bikes in Oxford. Today taking out the Tiger 1200 GT Explorer. The last 1200 Tiger I took out was the Rally Pro. That is obviously the off-road variant model. This here is the road biased version. Same engine as the Rally Pro, but we have got a different size rim at the front and a 30 litre fuel tank. Let's see how we get on. Starting us off then, looking at the engine in this 1200, we've got 1160cc with 148 brake horsepower with 130 newton meters of torque. Layman's terms, this has got enough torque and enough power to take you anywhere, keep it exciting, and every gear is going to have enough grunt to kind of do whatever you need from it. So it's definitely not going to be a slow bike. I did say right at the start, this has got the 30 litre fuel tank, and you can tell that while sitting on this, it has got big broad shoulders kind of dominating that space between your legs. I really like a bike that looks like this. We do have a quick shifter up and down, nice to see. So far at this kind of slower city speeds, when you're just nice and gently on the throttle, the quick shifter is nice and smooth. We'll see what it's like later on when we get into the more open roads and you start getting a little bit more aggressive on that throttle. Ergonomically then, on this bike, I'm 6'1", and it's really comfortable for me. The seat feels really nice and plush, handlebars are nice and wide. It's just a comfortable bike to sit on and to ride. If you guys have watched the 1200 Rally Pro, you'll know I said exactly the same, because the setup is the same. What I like with this nice wide handlebar is it means the handling, you can just do a little bit of counter steering and this thing just drops into it. This bike's not light, coming in at 255 kilos, but you couldn't tell it. This thing just flicks from side to side so easily. We do have an adjustable windscreen at the front, one-handed using the bar, and you're just going to push it or pull it. In the lowest position, it's kind of around my eye line, and there is some wind noise on the helmet, some buffeting, but it is really low in the vision. You raise it up to the highest position and actually it does not interfere with your eye line whatsoever. In the highest position, it's pushing kind of right at the tip of your helmet as well. Through these quiet little villages, the roads are never kind of the premium, and so far this bike's just soaking it all up. We have got 49mm upside down semi-active shower forks at the front. Obviously with electric suspension you can go into the settings and adjust them, kind of tweak it to you, whether your pillion, you've got a pillion and luggage, whatever you need to do, you can go and tweak it on the fly. But so far these kind of back roads, no issues whatsoever. I'm 115 kilos for reference, and I've not touched them, I've just left them as standard. There's that punchy engine really coming in. What Triumph have done is in the new T-Plane triple engine in this, low down in the rev range, they say the characteristics act like a twin, and then as soon as you start getting into the fun part of the rev range, the full triple comes through. Brakes on this are really strong. So we do have Brembo calipers, twin 320mm disc at the front and then a single 282 at the rear. The only thing that you will find at the minute is there's quite a lot of nosedive if you go to grab a fistful from the front, but the brakes are really nice and progressive on this. Looks like I found a nice little quiet spot. We'll pull over, have a little walk around. Nice little area. I like to find some right random places when I'm on bikes, and I'd say this is pretty random. Tell you what, pull over here and have a little walk around. Before I do jump off, this has got a seat height of 850 to 870. I am on the balls of my feet on both sides. To adjust it between the 850 and 870, you go in the seat and there's a little bar. You literally just move it from the top notch down one, and that is it. Here we are then. This is the Triumph Tiger 1200 GT Explorer. This is in white. There's 3 colour options: white, black or blue. I think in the base colour of the white it looks really nice. Like I said, I like the big broad shoulders of the extra size fuel tank, the extra 10 litres. So this has got 30, the others have got 20. Looking at some of the extra bits then on this bike, so we've got LEDs all around as we expect. We've got a nice daytime running light, which is this, wraps around the front. You can definitely tell the Triumph when it is coming towards you. We've got cornering lights just underneath, so they get stronger and they bank up more you go over. We do have some extra fog lights there, so that's a nice accessory add-on from Triumph. Just wait for this van to go away. Moving around to the side then, we do have lower crash bars. Nice to see if you're going to drop it in a car park. We've got a newly designed swing arm as well, so it's lighter but even stronger. So it looks pretty good as well. So nice to see Triumph always trying new things. A sleek profile side mounted exhaust. Single-sided mudguard. That's the swing arm there. Electronic rear suspension. Shaft drive. A lot of people rave about having a shaft drive, especially on vehicles or bikes that are designed for going long distance. We've got your standard side stand, but also a centre stand, nice to see. And then tucked up here underneath the pillion seat is we've got heated seat for rider and then the pillion. And then a little DIN charger just behind it. So your pillion can charge a phone or whatever they need whilst you're riding. Easy to show you off the bike rather than on it. Top left hand side here is the button for the heated seat, so then you can control it whilst on the TFT. Oh, hello! Keyless ignition and keyless fuel cap, and then we have a 7-inch TFT screen up front. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this rear segment here is rear radar, because on the mirrors on the sides we have got blind spot detection both sides. That's enough waffling off the bike. Time to get back on it and finish off the review. As it seems, again, GoPro audio has let me down. Normally I'd scrap this video and I'd go and film the whole video again. Unfortunately, Triumph Oxford is about 2 hours away from me, so it's not just easy for me to pop up there and record it. So I'm going to do a bit of a voiceover, try and salvage this video. There's probably about 3 minutes or so left of this review of anything I've got to say. So apologies, it's not as clean cut as what I'd like, but sometimes you got to deal with the hand that you're dealt, and this is definitely not ideal, but it's what we got. So with the GT Explorer, the slow speed handling, it's just really easy and it's comfortable. Yes, it is big, but as soon as you start moving, you don't feel the weight of that, which is kind of what you want with a bike that's 250 kilos plus. You don't want to be lugging it around and use a lot of energy kind of just handling it. So as soon as this bike is rolling, the weight disappears. Another plus for this is that the throttle response is just really nice and smooth. On that initial 5 to 10% pickup, it's just effortless. There's no jerky, there's no joltiness coming back through the throttle response. We do have 5 different rider modes, and they're going to be rain, road, sport, off-road and rider. To change them, on the left hand side of the handlebar there is an M button, that's for rider mode. Just push that to cycle through which one you want. Once you're happy, come off the throttle, the bike will then go into it and then you can carry on. Turn and circle on this is phenomenal, super tight and it's super easy to do. You just need to nice and gentle on the throttle and the clutch, bike under control, and it will just go exactly where you want it to. Ideal for any kind of city riding or car parks when people start pulling out on you. With that tight turn and circle, like I said, having the clutch control is the clutch pull itself is really light, so you're not going to get any strain whilst you're riding this at slow speeds. As I've said, we do have a 7-inch TFT. It's a big screen, plenty of space on it. Unfortunately, it's only got turn-by-turn navigation. It would be nice to see in future models that we get some form of full map navigation, whether it be Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. As I mentioned, the weight disappears, so the flickability of this bike is just super easy to manhandle and move it around and just flick it around. At the minute, I've got the bike in rider mode, and the throttle response is really snappy, really punchy. It's just the way I like it. So I mentioned the quick shifter at the start, that when you're slow city speed and you're just going up through the gears up and down, it's super smooth. It is. Unfortunately, when you are full throttle, there is a bit of a lag and a bit of delay, so you do get that noticeable kind of body jerking when you're going up through the gears. Down, not a problem, but up, it is noticeable. Like I said, apologies, I had to do the audio like this. If you would like to see a full review where the audio works all the way through, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I've started doing some solo motorcycle camping and a little bit of touring around Wales. So join me on that journey. So until the next one, nothing else to say but ride safe.